for them to do it. Um, got a little bit of a, the rules that, they'll do, up to 6% is, what the bank will do. I'm at a lower percentage right now because I was trying to help them the best way. For them to sell it, they were gonna be bringing $20,000 to the table to just be able to sell it.
Hmm.
And so, I said, hey, if this turns into a short sale, we are going to change the commissions. Um, so I'll change it across the board. We'll get that done. So and I don't know if you guys remember, I'll just kind of also give an update. So the USA home bids, I've kind of mentioned this before. So we had one guy on here, and I actually did one of the USA home bids, and I did it to this home. We were at like 410, had one showing in a month, and then switched it to a bidding platform, had auction across the front of it. I ran 260 bodies through that property, probably as far as people that signed through. It was over 100 and probably in a quarter, but it was about 260 because everybody brought somebody. And we did get into a bidding process. The bidding didn't get as high as we wanted to with the property. And so we are back to where we, kind of started now for the short sale. Um, I have also reached out to other agents who did the USA home bids, kind of get their take on it. And so this is actually a short sale also rolled into USA home bids for those of you that ever want to try it. I can say the USA home bids, as far as generating actual buyers, it's a guaranteed. So we probably generated in 1 week probably six genuine, I'm qualified, I'm ready to go, I'm not working with a realtor, or let's get me to an agent or get me to a lender. And everybody that I talked to, because I called around to say, hey, this is my experience, what was yours? I can say hands down, I mean, I spent probably, you know I have a lot of signs. I probably spent $700 in, signs and whatnot. It took $149 to get registered. But as far as actual traffic, hands down, I've probably never seen anything like it in 20 years. As far as what you can generate out of that. Maybe you might not sell the house, but you're going to generate buyers, period.
Mhm.
So that was super awesome. Um, we're going to do another USA home bids on another property that's kind of in the same situation. I did talk to some. I talked to one guy yesterday. He said, I have somebody that bid outside of the bidding platform. That was a phenomenal price, and so they're actually going to take that offer and just shut the whole bidding down because they say, hey, try to keep it, everybody bids, keep it right there. But, the name of the game at the end of the day is sell your client's property, period. Doesn't matter how you get there. So, he got a phenomenal offer and it'd been on the market for 260 days with no offers on it. So, if you guys are looking to generate leads, I can tell you it's a way to do it for sure.
Wow, that's good.
Cool. There's something, I don't know if you guys have heard of this. I'll share my screen. This is something I'm just playing with just to see. This right here. Anybody ever heard of this? Inboxrealestateleads.com.
No.
Mm-mm.
Um, it's free to sign. You don't sign up for anything. You can create a profile on here. Um, it's free. They just will email you when there's a buyer or seller lead in the areas that you are interested in.
Awesome.
And then, if you want, like for this right here, here's one. This came in, I don't know, 7:02 this morning. It's a buyer lead. They give you like where they're looking, the time frame, bed, bath, square footage, a price range, and first name. They block out the number. If I accept that lead, it's $25. If it's not a good lead, because I did do one. If it's not a good lead, they will credit you back. If you call them and it's a bad number, or you don't get them, or whatever, they will credit you back. So it's something I'm playing with. The one thing I have seen, I will tell you, a lot of these are just. I've had a ton of these come through that are just not realistic. I mean, it'll say they're looking in 6 months and their price range is 100,000 to 150,000. It just doesn't exist in this town. I'm like, I'm not going to take it, But there have been some in here. I'm like, okay, this would be worth maybe like this one right here. I have no decline lead, whatever. You'll get that. But there's some in here that I'm like, okay, maybe, But you also get seller leads at $35. You just pay it if that's what you pay. There's no referral fee. There's nothing like that at closing. They just come through. So I don't know, something I'm playing with. I just like the fact that again, it doesn't cost anything other than what if you buy that lead.
How many have you purchased and how many?
I just did this a while back. And again, like here I think I bought a lead, but what they'll do is I forget how it works. You get like a promotion up front or something. Right here, I've got 2 free leads left. It shows me that. So I forget how, you have to look at it. I haven't bought any of them yet. I bought one and I sent it back because it wasn't a good lead. They gave me a credit for it right up here. Regular leads credit, $25. So, again, we're not looking. Lane's busy enough right now. I'm doing my thing. I'm just kind of playing with this. I'll probably try a couple of these just to see what it does, but just putting it out there. You can buy a zip code, that whole thing, like $14 a month or whatever it is.
Oh.
It wasn't very expensive. I haven't done any of that stuff, but so you get an email and a text, like this is that one that came in from this morning. So anyway, just FYI, that's there. Inbox real estate leads. Anyone wants to check it out. I've got a guy in Ohio that had joined me at EXP. He's done 3 or 4 of them and they worked. He's the one that told me about it. So he's had a few closings with it. So anyway, putting it out there. So for those of you guys who weren't on yesterday, we talked about this right at the beginning. I don't think, Alex, you weren't there yesterday. A couple of people that weren't on yesterday, check out the video when we post it later today. Really, Andy was talking about it. He's been editing on the video from yesterday. It was really good. I mean, it was, we went long. It was an hour and 50 minutes, this guy talking about kvCore. But the stuff he pulled out was phenomenal. If you want to check out his site, I'll put it in this is his site right here. He's an EXP agent, but if you use the link that I put in here, you can actually sign up for his program. It's $19.99 a month for EXP agents. And it's month to month. You can get out at any time, but it might be something to look into. His training yesterday was awesome. I mean, it was really good. So we'll post that video later today. But anyway, if you want to check it out, great for agents to get set up with. How are you doing down there in Miami, Alex? How's everything? How's life? Oh, sorry. We lost. There's Yvette. Yvette, how are you doing?
Pretty good. Just learning. I finished the state MLS course and I put a property on there. I do have a property that's moving a little slow and I'm trying to get more, places to show it. And I'm studying, I'm learning because I'm, fairly new.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the fast cap. I'm not sure if today or next week in Spanish, so I'll probably take it then.
Okay. I saw they were going to do a Spanish class. Yeah. That's awesome. That'll be so good for you going through that.
Yeah.
I've got I think I've got 3 people signed up in the new one here that starts today. I think, yeah, it starts today. So really, really good stuff. Has anybody looked? I know they announced it a couple of months ago. They're going to start rolling out like 3 a month or something, like a new fast cap class. I don't think they're up to that yet. Does anybody see anything on that?
Mm,
No, I don't think so. Do we know when the next one is? Have they announced the next one? I know the one starts today, but really, really good. Brian Decker, he was calling on you yesterday a lot. You did good. It made it, man, I didn't realize that. That makes a huge difference with that vanity domain name. You know? Can't hear you, Brian. You came off mute, but there's something not right. Okay.
Yeah, I went out after I seen that and immediately bought AndySellsTheBeach.com.
Yeah, yeah. No, for sure. I mean, what that does, that's a huge difference, you know?
And for $11 a month, they handle all the back end stuff for you. I'm like, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, take it.
so what was kind of the thing about having a different domain name?
You want to share it, Andy?
It's basically so you'll show up with Google because with that EXP, if you have a hosted site like EXP is the one hosting your site, and you know, I thought, well, if you just go out and buy a domain and hook it to it, that you know that's all you got to do, but you don't. There's more stuff to it. There's a whole bunch of stuff on the back end, the IDX part of it and all that's way too complicated for me to understand. But for $11 a month, you basically go into your kvCore. It's an extension in kvCore. And for $11 a month, they will handle all the back end stuff for you. And they will make sure that at this point, if you have just an EXP site, like, you know, like mine is thomashollis.exprealty.com, whatever, Google is not only not showing your website that nobody will be able to find you, but they're hiding it. It's not just that they don't show it, they hide it. So it's freaking crazy. But with you hooking up with this source with a vanity domain, then you actually show up in Google searches. You'll actually show up on the page. And I think, Brian, you already had yours, so you know a little bit about it. So
yeah, and I'll be honest with you, when Mr. Pratt, who was a big kvCore guy, who's back east with EXP, and I think his son's doing it now, but he was doing a lot of setups for new agents back in the day, and he set mine up originally, so he helped me kind of do all that. And so I've been paying that $11 since forever. And then I also went out and got a smart number and then put that into my kvCore. And then of course that's on all my signage and all my advertising. So if someone calls that number, it goes into it automatically logs it into kvCore if someone calls it, and I capture their information, from that. So it was just how he set it up, and I didn't realize, all the back end Google stuff that it affected. Initially I did later on, but and it does work,
Yeah.
it does work. So
Is smart number like the Google number, or is that completely different?
no, it's a smart number you buy through EXP. It's like $27 a month, honestly.
Through kvCore.
Yeah, through kvCore. And so I just bought and I don't know if you were on the call yesterday, but he talked about, separating your personal life and your business life, on your cell phone, so to speak. And so I use that number more. I just use it, try to use it more on the work side as much as possible. But I'm really bad about just telling my customer, oh, here's my direct number, just call me, and get a hold of me, which is fine because I don't want to miss a call from them. But least doing that, if I have my smart number out there, it's on one of my signs in front of a listing, someone calls it captures it and puts it in kvCore right away for me.
Yeah.
Puts their number, and if I answer the phone, it says I answered the phone, we had a conversation, it logs it, does all that stuff. And then at least I have that number and I know what it was about, because they may leave a message and they sometimes will text it. I have a lot of agents call it, obviously, but and I'm okay with that. And then it just gives me a better way of following up, with that person, for me anyway. And because if it's on my normal phone, I get so much spam and so much junk on it. Sometimes you don't know what's a good call or not a good call. And so I don't always answer the spam stuff, which you know, I mean, talking with Aaron Kin in the past, he just said he answers all of them because you don't know what Google account's doing, you know, where that number's coming from. So, I don't know it, but it does, it's very effective in doing the domain that way and then setting up a number.
You're educating me on that because I paid for the number. Of course, I'm licensed in Tennessee and Georgia, so I didn't have a Georgia number. I only had a 615 Tennessee number. So I started paying for the kvCore number, but I don't use it. So now you're really educating me. I need to use it more. I was using it only when I wanted to call. When I make calls from kvCore, I know it doesn't show up as my number. It shows up as that number, or it shows up as a different number. But I do pay for a number too. I also pay the $11. I have bossmoves.com. And I think when they go to bossmoves.com, I did see, as a young man showed us yesterday, I did see it as a vanity
Chưa,
domain.
chưa,
That's it.
anh chưa uống cái gì á xong hả?
David, your mic is hot. So
Yeah.
anyway, your mic is hot, buddy. But my bossmoves.com, when they click on that, it gives them the option, click here for Tennessee homes, click here for Georgia homes, and it does take them into the EXP website. But I think I have the Vantage domain set up the way that they were talking about yesterday. So thank God for my web designer. It wasn't my doing. So he was smart enough to get that information from me and make it all happen right.
Yeah, I already had the smart number, and the biggest thing for the smart number is that I bought it a long time ago. I've been paying that $27 a month forever, but the reason why I did it was because somebody explained to me when I was originally setting up my kvCore site was that the number that's assigned to you is not just going to you. I mean, like you share it with everybody within. So like we're EXP Realty Southern Branch. Well, everybody in the Southern Branch has the same freaking number. So if somebody calls that number that's on that site, then there's no telling who gets the lead. You know, so I mean, it could if I don't answer it goes to somebody else. So that's the reason I purchased a smart number. I'm like, I want it to come straight to me, and if they don't get me, they leave a message and send a text or whatever. But that was the main reason. But that training yesterday, God, if you hadn't watched it, you need to watch it. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and
If that lead is if that name is in your contact, in your system, then they call that number, which it goes to everybody. That number, it will guide them to you, like whatever. But that's why you want to have your own. I think it's valuable to have your own smart number, for sure. You know, in terms of being able to use that number, and then everything's coming to you.
Yeah, and Andy's 100% correct. You know, and when I first got going with kvCore, I was asking. They said, "Oh, you're supposed to get calls and leads from the company," and then when they explained it and they set my kvCore up, yeah, that's why we did it as well, Andy, or why I did it the same way. Yeah, 100%.
Well, and I've had, I've got, I don't know how many domains I've got right now with GoDaddy. I don't know, 30, 40, different domain names. Whatever. But again, and then just have it forwarded to my kvCore site. But I realized from yesterday, no, that's not enough. Like that doesn't do it. When you go there, it still comes up to, jeffmorrell.exprealty.com. That's what you see in the address bar up there, even though that, whatever the morellgroup.org is leading people to that site. But I need to go in there and get that vanity domain.
Well, and let me tell you something, you can do all that stuff yourself. You can verify all that stuff if you know how. Because we did, Tim and I did it yesterday with Christian on the phone, and I'm going to tell you that it was a absolute, if we hadn't been on the phone with Christian, I would probably be bald right now because I would have pulled all my hair out. It was like, oh my God, all the stuff. And every time you clicked a button, it made you go back and do this. But Christian had done it before, so he knew. So he was like, oh yeah, don't worry about that. Don't panic. Just go back to do this, do that, do that. And so, but these people for $11 a month do it for you. And I'm like, $11? Yeah, done.
Yeah.
And that way, if you ever have a problem with it, they fix it. So yeah, done.
Hey, guys, sorry, I was having some technical issues. Don't mean to interrupt, but I did want to mention, Jeff, you asked. I know Anthony, I've worked with him for about a year or so, been to many of his classes and such, and he really understands kvCore to a level that I have not seen within EXP or anywhere else. He's not really a tech guy, believe it or not. He's a marketing guy. And he just has a knack for technology. So he combines the two, which makes it very easy for agents like ourselves to use his systems. He's when you go to his classes, he's a little open. In other words, you can jump in and talk whenever you want. So sometimes, like you said, the class goes long, but it's definitely worth it.
Good. He says he's live. I mean, there's live classes every day, like Monday
Pretty
through
much.
Friday.
Yeah, if not every day, it's close to it. I don't
Yeah.
understand how he does it, but yeah.
Yeah.
And there's an incredible amount of content. If you join if you have a membership and you go back and look at how many classes he's done, excuse me, not only has he done a lot of classes, but unlike a lot of others, he updates it. So now that it's bold and it's made some changes, he doesn't leave the old kvCore stuff up there. It's bold now. So he does a good job of it. He gets around to it. It's not all instant, but he gets around to it. So I definitely recommend him. I enjoy his classes. I enjoy his content, and I find it very useful. Like you all been saying about the phone number and the IDX, the vanity email, not a link,
Domain.
URL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, domain. Thank you. It's definitely a must.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I ran upstairs when you were speaking about the monthly membership. Was it $20 a month that he's going to give if he got 25 people?
Yeah,
or?
that link that I put in the chat,
Okay.
if you go through that link, it takes the price down to $19.99 a month.
Cool. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So definitely worth doing. I mean, again, I'm going to get it. I think with a lot of my new people that have joined me here lately, I want to make sure they know about it at least, whether they want to do it or not. But I mean, to me, get your kvCore up and running. Why not? It's like, it's provided to you. Even if you get, half a dozen deals a year from it. I mean, you could run it full tilt, and I can see how it could just absolutely take you to 30, 40 deals. That thing he did with the contacts yesterday, you're taking your contacts, was it contacts.google.com or Google? I think that's what it was.
It is. It's contacts.google.com. Yeah.
So I did that with mine. I mean, and it came, 3,535 contacts, because I got it. Here's my iPhone and it's synced up in there. And to then export that and import it into my kvCore, sort through that list and put them all in there, and then tag them all, and now send them all an email with my new website or whatever, like that kind of stuff, and start marketing them. Like, how do you not pick up business with that? I mean, again, oh my goodness, it's so overwhelming in a good way, but it's like, geez, stuff I never knew at all with that thing. So,
well, I was already doing a weekly newsletter with kvCore. And then the biggest thing I took away from was him talking about the, doing the landing pages or the squeeze pages. And so I went ahead and set it all up. Like I did all the search for, Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, Foley, and I set all those up. And then I went to ChatGPT and told it to write me a Facebook post for each one of those for each day. So then I literally have 2 different Facebook posts for each one of those that I can now go out and post. I can do my newsletter that goes out every Monday morning. Then I can do the post on Mondays, post on Wednesdays, post on Thursday, and I'm doing new construction post on Friday. So, I mean, literally, you're just getting it out there, and I'm also going to include those links in the newsletter now so that people can pull those up and see it. And then you capture the lead on top of that, which is like, I mean, it was just mind blowing. As I'm going through that training, I'm just like, how did I not know this crap? I mean, I thought I knew kvCore inside and out. I didn't know nothing.
Yeah. Yep. I hear you.
And
definitely
also,
watch. Go ahead, Alex. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Andy, to your point with ChatGPT, you can't get just used to one model there either. I was sitting with some guys in commercial, and they use Klaus to create their personality. So, for example, let's say you want to create a personality in your own voice. Klaus is actually the better version of ChatGPT for that. So you input, for example, let's say you like Jeff's content, my content, and somebody else's. You take that content and drop it into Klaus, and it creates your voice based off of those. So number one, you're not actually stealing somebody's identity, right? You're creating your own. And then from that point on, it writes in that new voice. And then there's another tool called LM Workbook or Workshop LM. And from that, you take your content, drop it into LM. It's a Google piece. And from there, you can create presentations, just amazing stuff. And here's the best part, because I was watching him do this in front of us. I'm in Miami, so he had everything was drafted about Miami. The images it brought up were Miami images, right? It wasn't like a Colorado image or Alaska. So it really goes through the information and is able to translate that into a marketing piece that's appropriate for you. I'll send you guys. I have Jeff, I can send it to you. I have a couple of emails that I put together, or a couple of docs, and I highlight all these items.
Great. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Send them over. We'll get it up there. Very cool. Good stuff. Ryan, are you able to unmute? You might be able.
Yep. Yeah, I am.
There you go. How you doing, man? Oh.
Yeah, we got two Brians in here. Sorry.
Oh, no, I said Ryan.
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 That's what you said.
Ryan, the realtor down there. There you go.
Yes, I am. Hear me?
I hear you. I hear you. No, I just wanted to touch
Okay,
base.
good.
How's everything going for you? I know you're fairly new to the group, aren't you?
I am. I'm actually new to EXP. I just got with EXP in December, but
Okay.
off to the races. I love these calls where they get so much insight. But that call yesterday with the kvCore thing, listen, I was sitting right at the computer setting up the all the things, all the what is it? Is it the valid something with the website vanity the vanity site? I
domain,
did
yeah.
not have that vanity domain set up yet, so
Yeah.
that was very, very key.
Good stuff. Anything that we can help you with at all? I know you're new to everything. I mean, how so far so good? You doing good?
Well, yeah. So I was on another call. I don't know if it was with the Freedom Team or not, but I tend to get a lot of insight from you guys. That's the only thing I really need right now. I'm really a self-starter. I am a dual career person, so just hearing what is being done and implementing those into my business is clutch for me right now.
Yeah. Good deal. Well, let us know if we can help in any way.
Oh, I definitely will. I actually do need some references for an architect and some builders, if anybody has any good ones for the Georgia area.
For Georgia, architect? You need an architect for Georgia?
Mm-hmm. And a couple of builders if you have any.
Okay. Let me write this down. Architect and builder. Like a custom builder, home builder?
Yeah, I have two clients, well, actually really three clients that would need assistance with that. One has some property that she needs to do like a commercial build with, and then two of them are trying to do personal, properties. One container home and one like a traditional home. Yeah.
Okay. Brian, what's your last name just so we can find you in Workplace?
Scott, SCOTT.
Okay. Cool. Does anybody have anything off the top of their head for that? I mean, I don't, but it's something we could. And I would tell you, Ryan, any of that kind of stuff too, to like go to the Georgia State group, and to post what you're looking for in Workplace, with that.
Oh yeah,
I've putting it out there if you haven't yet,
Yeah, I've put it out there a couple times and gotten two references. The issue with one of the references is that they did not encompass the type of properties my clients wanted to do and weren't like flexible in that, right? So that's why I'm still looking for more.
Okay.
I also need a good Colorado referral agent because I have a client who's looking for land and doing stuff out there.
Brian, myself, Mike Okert, we're all in Colorado. We're in Colorado.
I was going to say, you can swing a cat and hit a Colorado agent in this group.
Well, please do send me some info because they are already looking for land. They've already identified a couple properties and all the things. But I think it's between Colorado Springs and Denver.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, but once I pass up the plan over to you, they'll have specifics about that.
Yeah. Well, let us know. Between Brian, Mike, there's a bunch of Colorado agents out here. These guys can take it. So For
Okay,
sure.
well, if anybody will just, forward me some context, I'm gonna send the leads right over to them. They'll decide whoever they want to go with. Boom.
Okay.
Hey, Ryan, if I might make a suggestion on the stuff you're needing help with, if you will reach out to your broker. I did the same thing. I had needed some contacts for a real estate attorney, and I reached out to our local broker, and she was Johnny on the spot. Not only did she said, I don't personally know one, but I guarantee I can find out. And I mean, she handled it like within 10 minutes.
Okay, that's good to know. I'll make sure I reach out today.
Very cool. Yeah, workplace is the place to go for so much of that kind of stuff, just different things. Every day it seems like I get a call from somebody, they're trying to find something, and nine out of 10 times the answer is in workplace. And so I always try and take them back there and show them how I found the answer, so it's all there. So much of it. Very cool. And then, so is it Brian Grayson or Grayson Brian?
Two first names I know. It's Grace and Brian.
Grace and Brian. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I'm in Kentucky. I'm on Jeff Farmer's team.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just kind of sitting in, listening. I'm trying to be a little bit more involved and understand some of the things that you guys are going through.
Sure.
Someone was talking about Notebook LM, and we're talking about Chat GPT. These are all kind of things that I excel in. So it's interesting to kind of hear your all's positioning on it, and it gives me some perspective too on how I can help my team out with it. So
For sure. Have you been to any of the every Tuesday? Have you been to the Tuesday trainings that we do?
I've been to like one or two of these. I try to get in when I can, but yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more regular with it.
For sure. I mean, every Tuesday, 10 a.m., we're on here every day, Monday through Thursday. But on Tuesdays, it's all about production. The first Tuesday of every month, which, next Tuesday, April 1st already, crazy. But Nick Krem, we bring him in. It's all about AI. So
Okay.
the first Tuesday of every month is kind of an AI update. So anyway, it's always good.
know.
He brings
All
in
right.
some stuff that's like, holy cow, like where did this come from? Good
Right.
stuff. So how long you been in the business?
Well, I've been working with Jeff for a little over maybe almost 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, I do a lot of the kind of behind the scenes stuff, organization and back end. So
Gotcha. Very cool. Well, if we can help you at all, reach
happy
out.
to be
Let us
here.
know.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Who else? I know Christina, you had your camera on earlier. Christina Barkley. Are you able to jump on? Maybe not.
I am.
There you are.
Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Hear
Hey,
that
everybody.
Listen to that energy. There you go. I'm waking up. One less cup
Yeah,
of
I'm
coffee I'll
moving
need.
around.
So anyway, how's everything going for you?
Everything is moving along pretty good. Yeah, I'm excited about the market. It seems to be picking up. This is our busy season. Things seem to be picking up. Yeah, we're working a little bit harder for it, but that's where the fun happens.
Yeah, for sure. Where are you at? What market?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay. Kathy Carter, right there in Nashville.
Yeah.
Are you on a team? Are you on your own? Where are you at?
I'm a team leader, but
Oh, okay.
that's what I need right now is some people who want to be on my team. I have to work on recruiting. That is the area that I struggle in.
Okay. You want
Is
to build like
recruiting.
you want to build locally, like a traditional real estate team? Is that what you're looking to do?
I want to build a team, but I don't necessarily want it to be local. I want to be able to have a network of agents that I send referrals and build business with all over.
Okay. Gotcha. So kind of like the EXP team, like the revenue share, like
Yeah.
agent attraction. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you
like agent attraction.
Have you been to the Monday, Thursday classes that we do?
No.
So
Wait.
every
Mhm.
Monday and Thursday, this same Zoom link, okay, same time, 10 a.m. Central Time. Where are you Central? Nashville?
I am.
Yeah, so 10 a.m. Central Time, Monday and Thursday, it's all about agent attraction.
Okay, perfect.
So, and you can
I'll
find the
plug in.
recordings from Mondays in the Freedom Team Workplace group. But yeah, definitely worth doing. It's a great time to reach out to agents. A lot of agents are moving. A lot of agents are open to looking at things, So
Okay.
And anyway, that can really pay off over time for sure as that grows. So
Thank you.
Yeah,
I will definitely plug in.
I just ended up talking with one that may be coming over again. Actually, two that may be coming over too. So
yeah,
it's really easy if you jump on those calls with Jay to kind of converse about it.
sure. Yeah, and let us know. Any guys need any help with any of that stuff too. As far as sometimes that third party call is really good. Like getting you have a Zoom with them or you meet with them, whatever they're looking. Get a third person in there and jump on Zoom. Just to be able to answer some of those questions. Show them that you have help and support. That's a big part of it. So it's not just you on your own bringing somebody over, but you got a team of people around you to help you. That's always good. So, okay. But yeah, let us know what we can do. Anybody else? Anything else you guys wanna talk about? Yeah, Alex, go ahead.
If I can jump in, excuse me. I've been working more so with a lot of wholesalers and flippers. We are pretty much nationwide. We tend to stick to states that are landlord friendly. But if anyone has a property that looks like it could be a good flip, or even something, that can be a good flip, reach out to me, please. Would definitely be interested in looking at it and working with you on the back end, of course, to list it.
Very cool.
I got
Thank
some
you.
question. Hey, David from Memphis, Tennessee.
Hey, David.
Hey, I'm doing this before I even joined EXP. I used to be coaching for investor and entrepreneurs, real estate agent, loan officer, stuff like that. Like sometimes I do workshop. They pay a fee to join. Sometimes I offer them spread out the love. They just give a donation, some charity, and then they can use that to come to my workshop. I guarantee them, I don't know anybody coach in the world doing this, but if they pay me 500, I give them 5,000, pay me 5,000, give them 50,000, 10 times. If I cannot show proof what I'm doing, like credit report, I have to show them my credit that I have good credit. If I show about flipping, I have to show that I have done the flip. Whatever that I was doing, that I have to show proof to them. I'm thinking to that I went to a club well built. What's it called? Club builder? What's it? Club well or well club? It's club well, yeah. Some of our agent here that doing that, paying them like 3,000 a month, 2,000 a month. I'm thinking to get some of my team member, my partner, one of them would be Paul here, to call local real estate agent that they have deals that even if my son, my daughter, and all that, call them and see we can offer them that kind of service to the agent who had a transaction, at least one transaction, offer them my coaching that we do. The reason is that why we don't have to say anything about EXP, but offer them coach. They gotta pay to play. They pay to join, to join my regular coaching. They have access to David Trump. So all my clients always feel blessing that I gave them a lot of knowledge. I have a lot of background. I have a 14 page of a resume of my own. I speak multiple languages, so anything on that I'm able to help. My question is, anybody have any experiment structure the way that coaching for them, for agent? I will leveraging, they can have access to our freedom team here and all that for the agent. They don't have to join EXP, but also that I do like private one-on-one coaching for them. So anybody have a spiel on that? I want to hear your feedback on it. Some recommendation.
So say it again. You're looking for
coach. I do a coaching. I do a coach for agent.
Okay.
On different topics. So we have several questions we can ask them. What do they need and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
To do a survey and then coaching and offer a coaching service for them.
Okay.
Of course, the main goal, if they like to come to EXP, that they could, and we can give them 50% discount. But I'm a 7-time icon agent with EXP. I already cap out. I'm a top, the best among the best. My record on clear to close on the loan in 1 day, on conventional, and 2 days on VA. Nobody here that really, not a lot of people really have that kind of thing that they do, So
7-time
anybody, some coaching, or you have any experiment on coaching agent, and they pay a fee to do it, so they don't have to join ESP, anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, and I think it's one of the best things to do in terms of attraction. I mean, really attract agents. Have something that you can offer. What can you offer them? And that's the one big. I've been pushing a lot, like Freedom Team, all the stuff that we're doing. There's so much value add that we just have as a group. And it's I've got a lot of people. Usually on that Tuesday, I had a couple guests on there yesterday. I mean, I invite people all the time to come check out what we're doing so they can see it because they think they need an office, so many people, but they don't because we have this right here. It's the next best thing. And, whatever. I mean, I've got more relationships now than I've had in my entire 23 years of business. And it's so much of it comes from this. And then we do see each other at the live events and that kind of stuff as well, those that come. But, we've got a lot of value add here for sure. So to attract agents versus chasing agents, just a huge difference, so it's been kind of fun to just, make those connections, but then invite them in to come see what we're doing.
One is sometimes you invite people, you don't show up. Just like they thought they feel something. That's one I did before with my client. Like I help them build credit stuff that they feel like, David, like so high end and everything that is too small for them. So, like with me, I don't need the 200 from them. I don't need the 300 from them. I sell how I flip, how I trade stock. But to do that, you don't have to do work with me. They don't have to call me to be an agent. They don't have to join ESP, but they pay a fee, so they feel more comfortable that they come in and learn. So we're not going to picture, we're not going to tell about ESP anything, but we're going to see what value we're going to give them. Honestly, give them, and they can do whatever they want. So my goal is to, like, with people build credit for client or even investor or realtor out there. A lot of them is struggling, right? That they don't really sell a deal or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I focus somebody to do something selling and maybe offer them a service. So that can help to get to know me more and they got to like me, and then they can ask and they can join later on. That's what was my mentality. That's what I do for the buyer. They come in. I know people offer like free workshop and stuff. I come and coach them. Some of them pay me for a few $100s. I show them how to build up their credit. They're not obligated by half of me. My heart is out there to really help them out. So they're not obligated to build it for me. So they feel more open-minded to come. Okay, I pay you. So, I don't have to. That's what I did, the workshop at the J. Nelson last time when I do about how to invest with your money from your pocket. So I went in there. I told all the agents out there with ESP, they don't have to send me a deal. I'm a mortgage broker. I'll go work whatever you want, but you need help, call me. So I got a guy, he's a contractor. He built how he do a part-time real estate. He want me to joint venture. I buy too, to buy a house, 70,000, put 40, and maybe flip it, make it 220, make 100,000. I said, well, after I coaching him, I saw he got a house. So I did a cash out. I give him 150,000, all his. Of course, I make money doing that. I make origination fee. Instead of make 50,000, I'll make $5,000 on my origination fee. But now I coach him. He can use that money, buy the house all himself. He can make his own decision, and he flip 100,000. He keep all of it. So that's one of the things I got a lot of value to give out. But that's my question to y'all is: do you guys have anybody have any insight? Because I haven't really have a money fee for any other agent. Some people work class that want to see, hey, can I come back? Do you have a money fee? Anything? Because I have people pay free. They pay 200. They pay 35,000 for 2 years. They don't have anything. They came to me for 30 minutes. They come back and buy 2 houses. Pay me only $500 to coaching on them what they are, and then give them exactly what they're paying to do based on that stuff. So that's what I'm specialized on. But anybody or even yourself, you have anything that you do, any program coaching for agent, anything like that? Anybody here doing that? Jeff or anybody?
I don't know.
Yeah, doing that. Okay.
The whole different thing you're doing, and if it's working, I mean,
I have I haven't done the monthly fee yet. That's what we saw start out, but that's what I have my guy, one of my team member. He's reminding me, Paul, are you here? I don't know he's here now. But he working hard, and I really try my heart out there to helping him. And we have a lot of knowledge. Actually, Tracy in here, we
Yeah, I'm
work
here,
on the
David.
deal. Okay, cool. Yeah. Have you started making a phone call that people to see yet? Can you give some feedback to the group here?
Yeah, I just got out. I just left away from the gym, David, and get in the shower, and I'm about to get started on that list that you gave me. And that's a really good idea. I'm glad you in the Zoom, talking with the Freedom Team, getting some feedback, see what we need to do to actually get some clients and see what we can do for us. See in the coaching program what we need to implement it. So that's a great idea.
I just did the deal with Tracy. I supposed to charge her like $10,000. I would do it free. I told her to list this house, and she have to have at least 10 people call. If she don't have it within 24 hours, I give her $100,000 cash. Right.
I don't know that
Tell her
part. Okay.
how many people call you.
So David did refer a short sale to me, and we started out with a lower price, but the house is really valued more like $489, somewhere in there, and he had me listed for $290. Of course, everybody went crazy. So I had a lot of calls, and the seller actually got upset, to be honest with you, because she knew she wanted more. Because being a short sale, she wants to get as much as she can so her debt can be forgiven. And so we ended up bringing the price up to $400,000, made everybody mad, but that's where the house should have been. The starting bid should have been at $400,000. So now we're fighting through that. We've had a few people to give us offers. I think the highest I got was maybe $420. But in the midst of countering, they may have said $410, we counter back $420. And somewhere in the midst of that countering, they walk away. So we have two that just walked away. But we have a lot of interest because even at $400,000, it's a beautiful basement home in a gated community. Yeah, and so it's something that we're definitely going to close this month coming for sure. I think we're definitely gonna have someone. So thank you, David, for the referral. But it's my first time with a short sale, so he was educating me on that. Yeah, so I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot from it.
Big process.
If she don't listen for her, the house would be foreclosed tomorrow. I coached her. I play a game like a space game. I put my dad's mortgage on. She's tracking me. Now when she sees it, she called me. She want me to take over. I'm honestly buying it. We get approved fund. So the key is when you do a short sale, you got to get an offer to the bank, even low or high, doesn't matter. And nobody send an offer. That's nothing. They're not stopped for the foreclosure. Because of my offer, because my proof of fund, they stopped the foreclosure. I learned this from the ESP agent. I've been doing a lot, and it's wasting a lot of time. We supposed to chart. This is for Tracy. I learned from other guy at ESB. He always specializes your sale. Every time he do short sale, that buyer pay a $5,000 premium or 3%. Like my son did win the auction right now. My buyer pay my guy. They pay only 3%. I got 1.5%. The buyer, the seller, this agent got 1.5%. But I've charged 3%. So my son and my nephew pay me another 1.5%. But we got a good deal on that auction. We did. We haven't even seen the house. But they have to pay them 3.5% for the website. Some of the website they charge 10%. So sometimes when you do a short sale, Tracy, you can charge a fee. Or like if I coach that buyer seller, she's supposed to lose the house. She got to get a foreclosure on her report. We save her from foreclosure, right? She's supposed to pay me. Well, I can charge a fee for coaching her on that stuff if I want to. But I just tried out to do it for. It's not a lot of short sale going on in the last few years. But I saw that start getting out there right now. A lot of short sale, a lot of foreclosure going on. And I sent my resume. I sent my stuff. The guy was impressed with it. My name was always with Bank of America. So they're going to maybe give me opportunity to listing. I don't need to list. I used to list a lot of house it's a lot of work. But I have Paul right here. So he willing to do the work and he willing to leverage in those. So I'm going to start pick up some of that listing. So give it to my team members. to list that property. And the key thing is not only listing it but leverage. That's what I told Tracy. It's not about listing, but she got a lot of people that you set up, Tracy, can you share? You set up something, you put up like $60 for kvCore, and do you have a lot of click on it? You have a lot of lead on it? How many leads you get from it, Tracy?
So of course we know to boost the properties through kvCore, and yeah, it did cost me $60. David, you owe me half on that. David always owns 50% of everything. But anyway, so yeah, we got a lot of leads. I can't necessarily tell you the number of leads that we got on it, but again, it was because of that attractive price. If there's a house out there that's almost worth 500,000 and you're saying it's worth, you got to list it for 290, of course you're going to get a lot of leads. So we got a lot of leads, but of course when we brought the price to 400,000, they're not interested. So yeah, but go from there. He believes in charging a fee. I know you said you could charge a fee. I totally disagree with that, because I know these people are in desperate situations already. They don't have any money, but this is David's style, so we let him have it.
Here's the thing. You don't understand this part. They pay, because I call the bank, I work with short sale for y'all to learn too. Let's say the people pay $4,000 a month. And then when they go to do a short sale, they don't have to pay like she paid like, let's say $3,000 a month. 8 months, she got $24,000 in the bank. She haven't paid them. Do you see my point? So when I do a short sale, the bank told me told you don't pay the note, but this is what they told me. We can't start your short sale because you are current. We only do that after we work with people after 3 months defer. You know, so if they don't have to do it, they have to get, of course they have to get like real situation, right? So all out that 3 month defer that we do the guy, and you could do that. So it's based on case by case, that what we were doing it. And not a lot of agents and not a lot of people will to do it. A lot of agents, I had to have a short sale and they don't know what to do. I lost a buyer because of that. We went in, we got a good offer. They don't do anything. They just went up. They don't do anything on it. They end up the house get foreclosure. The buyer, the listing agent don't know what to do, and the buyer get frustrated for 2 years and they don't have the answer. Right now, with that out, you say you had a contract on it right now, right? Did you have a contract on it for 400 something, or you do not? Tracy?
But we had 2 and both of them walked away. Yeah, we had 2.
Okay.
Both walked away.
So right now, right?
I'm gonna let I gotta cut it, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta get ready for an appointment, and I don't know, David, Tracy, you guys can keep working on your deal.
That's David. Yeah. David can go. David can go.
So no, I do have to run. Unless somebody else, yeah, we gotta go. I got things going on here. But guys, thanks for being here. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, just Q&A for Agent Attraction. That's tomorrow. And yeah, that recording from yesterday will be posted here in just a little bit. So if you missed it, be sure to watch it. Good stuff. All right.
Okay. Take care.
Guys,
Thanks,
have a great
everybody.
day. Thanks, everybody.